Hey, welcome back to
What's up?
another
What's up?
weekly movie stream. Dave,
What's up,
how's it
bud?
going, man?
It is going.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Lots of things going on per
Mhm.
usual. We're deep into season 2 of the podcast production, yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
we got a lot of stuff going on. I've watched so many movies, my eyes are crossing, I think, and I can't remember any of them.
When I tell you that, probably when I'm especially when I'm working, every, I don't know, 2, 3 minutes I have to go like this. 'Cause my fucking eyes hurt. Oh, it's rough.
I know. It's a hard life we live, everybody. We gotta watch so many movies. It's just tough being us.
Listen, I I need blue light glasses so badly.
I just can't wait to lose my vision. I've been staring at a screen for 10 plus years now, and I haven't lost any vision. I have no vision problems. Everybody's like, "Oh, you should get some blue light glasses and stuff." And I mean, if my eyes start twitching or I start going like cross-eyed or something, let me know. And maybe I'll do something about it. But I feel like wearing glasses all day. I wear glasses anyway, and wearing other glasses or more maybe is this a goggle situation? I don't know what I do.
Glasses
I honestly have no fucking idea.
under a visor. That's that's what I'm thinking.
So, have you seen anything? Well, welcome everybody. Pizza's
Yeah, of
in the chat. Thank you.
course, pizza.
Thanks for tuning in. Have you guys seen anything fun this week? We've been watching tons of movies. I you know what I did watch for fun the other day.
You watched something
Uh,
fun the other day?
I did watch something for fun, kind of by accident. Hawk Rose in the chat. Hey,
What's up,
um,
buddy?
what do? I watched Dumb and Dumber
Oh, you
one
did?
night. It holds up, man. It's such I haven't seen it in a long time, and it's so funny. And beyond the slapsticky kind of things, there's a lot of really great writing in that movie. Like lots of really great subtle comedic writing in it. It's
Lot. I
good.
think probably one of my favorite, like, subtle lines, in that is, when, they're walking past that couple, and he's like, "Would you look at the ass on that?" "Yeah, he must work out."
Dude, it's so good. It's one of my favorite comedies, and it holds up for a reason, I think. But
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, so I got to watch that, which was really fun. But another thing I really want to watch, and people have been talking about this a lot, is Prey, the new Predator series movie. It's a prequel. It's on Hulu.
I've already seen memes on the internet
Mhm.
of, like, fragile people being like, "Oh, so this team has been fighting for years, can't beat him, but this woman," like, apparently, like, somebody's like, "So you didn't watch the movie at all?"
I'm just saying I've heard it's good. I'll reserve my judgment, but I want it to be good because I think we all deserve a good Predator movie. It's only been like 35 years since we've had a good one, and which is the original. I don't know, I forget what year it was. It was like 87 maybe, but I watched the Robert Rodriguez Predators that came out in 2009 or 2010, which was kind of fun,
I'm gonna
I
be
guess,
honest,
but
I don't think I've seen a Predator movie all the way through.
well, you gotta watch the original. I think we have to cover the original at some point. It's too
Oh,
much fun.
yeah.
It's
I
too
mean,
much fun.
I remember clips of it. Actually, you might have made me watch it one time in LA.
Maybe,
'Cause
maybe I do make you watch a lot of shit. So,
it's true.
well, speaking of shit, I've put you through and made you watch. Today we're talking about our favorite bad movies.
Eh,
This has been a thing that's definitely taken off. Pizzas. I am going to explain my shirt. We're gonna get to my shirt. I promise you.
yes.
But I've I've loved bad movies for a long time, like schlocky B movies and stuff. They're a lot of fun, and they're fun to poke fun at, and have friends over and have some beers or whatever. And so I started making you do that with me, Dave, years ago,
Years ago. In
many
fact,
a year ago.
I think that's what really, like, because we were already friends, but I
Mhm.
think that's what, like, really solidified, like, our friendship. Because that's one of the, like, the oldest memories I have of our friendship is those bad movie nights at the Reading house. And
Dude, so fun.
And like I'm talking movies like Bubba Hotep
Oh,
and
a Bruce Campbell classic. Has
yes.
anybody seen Bubba Hotep? If you haven't, you
Oh
should
my
go
god.
see it. It's hilarious. I mean,
Absolutely watch that movie.
it is a comedy. It's like a comedy. It's a B movie kind of comedy thing where Bruce Campbell's character is the real Elvis who swapped places with another guy to who ended up dying, and the real Elvis is now like in this crappy like retirement home, I think in like Louisiana or something like that, and
Yeah.
he teams up with his like roommate who is uh supposed to be JFK,
I love it so
who was
much.
inserted into another body, and they have to fight mummies. It's
Oh,
it's
so
so
good.
good. It's
It's so
amazing. It's
uh
highly recommended watching.
I remember that. Uh Armand. No Van Halen until after I had my coffee. Um other than that, like the other two that I remember from back then that were like one amongst the first that like bad movies that we watched was one Canadian flick called Young People Fucking.
What?
It's yes, it's literally a movie about like maybe 3 or 4 couples and their sex life and, like, how each of them is having their own separate, completely unrelated problems and how to fix it, and I'll never forget because, like, there's one girl who's, like, really, like her and her husband, or boyfriend or whatever,
Mhm.
they're, like, really like, "Oh, like" she's really, like, kinda shy, and she's like, "I really wanted to spice it up a little bit," and he's like, "Whoa, what I don't know, yeah, what are you thinking?" She's like, "Well," and she opens a drawer, and it's a fucking strap-on. I
Oh,
will never forget that. I will know because I was like, what are we watching? What is this?"
there's so many good ones. If you all just came in here, tell us your favorite bad movie. Surf Ninjas, by the way, Pizzas is talking about that. That's such a fun movie.
I've heard
I used to watch it all the time growing up, all the time. It's it's hilarious. It's wonderful.
that, yeah.
Um, so I guess before we dive deeper here into our favorite bad movies, we have some movie news, Dave. There's some things going on in the world of cinema. I don't have a ton of stuff, but one thing that caught my eye was, and I do want to know your opinion on this. Lady Gaga was cast in Joker 2 as Harley Quinn.
I
How you
mean,
feeling about it?
listen, it's okay. When people say I'm gonna give it a chance, but because when people said Joaquin Phoenix, like, "Oh, I wonder how he's gonna be as the Joker," and then he crushed it.
Yeah.
I have a really, like, enormous crush for, Margot Robbie.
Mhm.
And she absolutely annihilated as Harley Quinn.
I
So
Yes. I think I saw that, that first Suicide Squad movie with you at
mhm.
your apartment. Um, do you remember this? Because I think you were like, "Oh, I watched it. I think I liked it." And I was like, "Did you? I have to see this thing then." What a fucking bad movie.
The Suicide Squad, yeah.
Yeah, it's on topic. The original one. I haven't seen the James Gunn version of it,
No,
but man, what a bad movie.
no, but yeah, see. I'll give it a shot, but it's gonna be hard for you to even come close to uh
I think it's
Margot Robbie in the book.
I think it's gonna be weird. I'm interested to see because for I don't know, and I'm interested to hear the rationale behind this because the new one, so I guess it's gonna be a musical, so it makes
Sorry, what?
sense. Oh yeah, you didn't hear that? Joker 2 is supposed to be a musical, which makes more sense, which makes the casting of Lady Gaga make more sense. You know, her being a singer and all. So
I'm
that's
sorry,
why
what?
yeah, it's I think there might be a teaser out. I don't know, Dave. I don't know, dog. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be weird.
So you're telling me they made a really, really great Joker movie,
Mhm.
absolutely crushed it, and they're like, "Okay, so what we're gonna do is not even close to what we did before and fucking make a musical?" No one in that room was like, Are you sure? Like, we just follow a similar formula to what we did before. It made us bajillions of dollars. You're fired. Get out.
Dude, is Todd Phillips but see, I guess I don't know that much about it, because my eyes kinda glazed over, reading about it because I don't know. I like Joker. It's a good movie. It was entertaining,
Mm.
but, like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, I guess, I'm sure Todd Phillips is back in the director's chair. Um, we're gonna see, man. Um, ooh, okay. We got some follow-up here from pizzas. Chrissy follows some
Oh,
account that sends anonymous celebrity drama. Yeah, he wanted his wife to play Harley. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I would totally take Mara Rooney as Harley Quinn.
wait, who?
Actually, would love that.
Rooney?
Yeah,
I gotta look who that is.
Rooney Mara, Mara Rooney, Rooney Mara. It's Rooney Mara. So, she would be great. I think. I think she'd be really great. We'll see. We'll see
Rooney.
how this comes out. Like girl with the dragon tattoo.
Oh yeah, she would have been much better.
Agreed. Well, I mean, whatever. I'll give Gaga a chance. Um,
Yeah, fair enough.
oh yeah, that's a good point. Pizzas. They're stacked. I saw her sister, Kate Mara, on a flight back to Cincinnati one time.
Huh.
Who's also a really great actress.
Oh shit. I was like, you said the name. It took me a solid 3 seconds to be like, I know that name.
And just oh yeah.
I'm surprised nobody saw the light bulb go off.
So that's interesting. I guess we'll find out how that goes.
um,
One thing that also caught my eye, which I'm interested in,
mm.
Netflix announced a Edgar Allan Poe movie starring Christian Bale.
Oh.
Yes, I'm really interested. Um, I'm interested. There's been some really bad. There was an Edgar Allan Poe movie maybe a decade ago. I think that sucked, and there's been some badly handled stuff. So I'm interested to see what they do because Christian Bale, I think, always turns in great performances. It's gonna
Yeah.
be fun. I
I was
think
gonna
it's gonna be
say
fun.
if listen, if Christian Bale is fucking in it, then I'm game.
Yeah, and I like when we were talking about um Thor: Love and Thunder. I didn't even know Christian Bale was in it until I saw his teeth in the opening.
That's funny.
The man's
Fair.
great. The man's great. So I'm looking forward to that. I also found out in regards to our last stream,
Yeah.
Nope becomes the third Jordan Peele movie to reach $100 million domestically.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so that's a pretty big haul.
What was its budget?
Probably a lot. Well, definitely a lot more than Get Out, and probably more than Us.
Fair enough.
That's I don't know if our mod can find that Jordan. The
That that would be interesting to see how much like it actually made.
Yeah, because I was just talking about this too. I keep talking about Nope.
Mm.
People keep hitting me up about it, and I feel my every time I talk about it, my understanding or my thoughts and feelings about it kind of shift. It's interesting. It's an interesting movie. I really want to see it again now.
Yeah, I kind of want to see it again. I'm still not stoked on the twist, but that's fine. Um, I still would see it again. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. Well, see, you call it a twist. I don't think it's really a twist though.
It's the only way I can describe it without giving anything away.
That's true-ish. Yeah, and Wendy,
I said is.
Wendy is right. Christian Bale can do no wrong. Okay. Oh, the budget was only 68 million.
Jesus.
Right on, man. That's good. I'm glad to see whether you liked it or not.
Mhm.
I'm glad to see original ideas getting made and funded and making money. Like Everything Everywhere All at Once made a bunch of money. That's great. Yeah, pizzas. I was interested a little bit in Bullet Train. Like it seems like a funny, goofy action comedy. I wasn't pulled in by the trailers, but I'm a little curious to see how that goes.
Yeah, I definitely want to see it because it looks goofy.
Hmm.
It looks like my kind of like fun action comedy.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not sure. Brad Pitt's gonna play somebody other than himself?
That's a good question.
I'm to find out.
Fair question. Fair question. Because, well, I don't know. I don't think he's that big of an offender in that way. Um, I think we're talking like Will Ferrell is the same character. Like they don't hire him to play an actor or to play a character. They hire Will Ferrell to be Will Ferrell.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like Jason Bateman turns in really great performances too, but they hired Jason Bateman. They don't
Yeah,
hire him to play anybody,
right. I just
which I think is
I
great.
feel like that's the same with Brad Pitt because if you watch most of his movies, his range is not a lot.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I just don't think of him that same like narrow character thing because Pizza's saying too in Lost City. I did see Lost City and Brad Pitt was really hilarious in that. And
I've not even heard of it. God damn.
it's a Sandra Bullock movie that just came out not too long ago. He did great. And I think he was really funny. It was kind of more of a cameo. A little bit part is great. And yes, Jason Bateman is an incredible director. I think he's an incredible actor as well.
I didn't even know Jason Bateman did any directing.
Oh, dude, Jason Bateman directed a bunch of Ozark stuff, but he directed a movie of his own called Bad Words about a it's like spelling bee
What?
thing. Yeah, I saw it when it came out. I mean, this is probably 6 years ago or something. Anyway, it was really interesting, and he's a really great director.
Huh.
And he's been around for a while too. He's been like him and his sister were kid actors.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah, I don't think she's in the industry anymore, but but he's around. He's around. So we'll see. I'm just glad Ozark is done with. I'm sure you haven't
No, I
seen it,
stopped
but
watching after season 1, I believe. I wanted to pay attention, but like who
mhm.
I like it was one of those things where I found it with somebody who kind of ruined my life, so I'm not able to watch it.
Well, I enjoyed it. I'm just glad it's over with. If that makes sense.
I yeah, it's one of the I think it's one of those like those shows where you're like, look, if you're not watching it, it's like, okay, can we wrap this up, please?
Well, with every season, like I'd start it and get like 20 minutes into the episode. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Who are these people again? And what happened? How do we fucking get here? Give me the like previously on, give me that because I'm fucking stupid and I need you to tell me what happened. I'm not going to go back and watch episodes again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Just
Right.
tell me. Give me
Right.
a fucking text scroll, even. I don't care at this point.
It's like when I attempted to try and catch up on some of the boys. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I think I remember what happens. All right, cool. So I played the very next episode and I was like, I don't remember what happens. I'm so lost. I had to watch the last like half of the last episode I saw. So I get it. I understand. I'm with you.
Yeah, I have done that too. One of the seasons of Ozark, I watched the entire first episode of the season, and I was like, "What was that?" Wait, I just kept watching, thinking like, "Oh, I'll pick it up. I'll pick it up as I go." Nope, no, I'm fucking brain dead. So, um,
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
pretty much.
whatever. So anyway, I guess, yeah, poor Helen. Oh yeah, I didn't see that before. Justine Bateman is Jason's sister.
Oh,
Poor Helen from Ozark. But if you want, if you're ready, Dave, we can hop into some of our favorite bad movies.
before we do, I would just like to say that I noticed Hawk Rules saying Justine Bateman, and I thought I thought she was just making fun of Jason Bateman. I was like, well, I guess she doesn't like Jason Bateman.
Just being very incendiary here, just talking shit on Jason Bateman.
It's like, man, why? God, Wendy,
It's
why are you
like,
such a bully?
if he ever sees this, which I'm sure he does, I'm sure he's an avid watcher
Yeah. Oh
of
yeah.
our
Every
shitty Twitch streams. Uh,
week.
he will be very offended, Wendy. So watch your mouth.
Yeah. Oh man. But yeah,
So
let's jump into it.
yeah, so the first movie I think we want to get into is a little movie that you and I watched when they did like a wide internet release. A little
Mhm,
movie called Miami Connection,
mhm.
from 1987, and pizzas. This is you're gonna see some clips, but this is what this shirt is referring to. It's like my favorite bad movie. And so here's a quick little synopsis before we get into the trailer.
An 80s synth rock band who all grew up as orphans, but also happen to be ninjas, battle with a motorcycle gang who also happen to be ninjas during the drug trade happening in Miami.
Oh my God. I forgot about that part of the movie. Everybody just happens to be fucking ninjas. Oh my God.
Everything is wrong with this movie. So, Jordan, if you want to play us the trailer.
Oh,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have a special treat for you today. We have a new house band with a new dimension in rock and roll. We have the one, the only, Dragon Sound!
Against the ninja, we will fight the battle to win. Against the ninja, we will fight to battle sin.
This band is the only family I had.
They're all black belts in Taekwondo and they're pretty bad.
I don't want you to mess it up by going out with a second-rate musician like that John character.
They came in here to play goddamn songs for kids!
We will stop the sadness killing. We will stop the sadness killing. We'll even out the
Not escape the Miami Ninja!
against the ninja. We will fight the battle to win. Against the ninja. We will fight to battle sin. Against the ninja.
It's classic.
Boss, everybody's dead.
oh. Wendy
So-
touched this one?
So yeah, so this is to be very clear, the story about this film is very interesting. It was made in 1987, but was never released. So there's this company called Alamo Draft House in Texas. They
Yeah,
go
yeah.
around and they find different things or buy up different assets from people, and they found this movie. It was like uncut and stuff, and so they cut the movie and they put it out under their own label, and
That's-
now we have Miami Connection.
so fucking insane.
Dude, it has some of the weirdest scenes in a movie I've ever fucking seen in my life, dude.
It's like fucking the whatchamacallit, like a grease gang, but they're all ninjas instead.
Yeah, if it's like if you lived in Miami in 1987, you just had to assume everybody was a ninja. So
and in a band, by the
and
way.
in a band, in a synth band, or rode a motorcycle. It's so
It's a 10
bonkers.
person band. It's a 10-person band.
So yes, the band is called Dragon Sound. So the funniest thing about this, the lead character is a guy. He's a martial artist named YK Kim, and he's like I think like in his mid 40s or something.
Oh my God, that's
Uh,
right.
But he's he's supposed to be playing a college student with the other people, and he's a star. He had like a hand in writing it, and you can and like it's not this is not his fault, but he cannot say these lines. You cannot understand a fucking word he's saying at all. I watched this with subtitles, and I still was like, "Is it though?
Are you
Is
sure?
it though? Like, are we sure on that?" So it's everything's wrong. It's like shot so weirdly. There's a lot of practical effects in it. Obviously, this is pre CG and definitely above their budget scope. But there's legit motorcycles, there's blood, there's like a beheading in it. I think there's like katanas and shit. It is goddamn. It's so much fun from beginning to end. So the band, I guess I said the band's name is Dragon Sound.
Yes.
It's really great. And I think some of my favorite parts of this movie are the original songs. So we all heard in that trailer a song called Against the Ninja, which
the ninja.
subtle layered social commentary for Miami at the time, which is great. Another one of my favorite ones, and I think Jordan has this clip pulled up here. It's a song called Friends. So I'm going to give you guys a little
God.
touch of that. And not only does the song totally kill, they all look awesome.
It looks.
This must be stopped.
It's good. Yeah, you can stop this. We're not going to listen to this whole thing.
Aw.
You just wanted a taste. If you guys want to see more of this, you can stream this movie. This movie is streaming on plenty of things. I think at the moment it might be on
Kmart.com.
I think it's playing on something called Freeve, Freevee.
That's what I said.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. It's playing on Pluto TV. It was playing for a time. It was on Amazon Prime Video. You could just watch it. You have to rent it now, but there's plenty of free ways to watch this movie. It's just so bonkers. No, they didn't do the Power Rangers songs, but they might as well have. They might as well have. It's just nuts, dude. There's no, I don't know. It's nonstop. It's nonstop. I think we also have another clip because the acting. Oh my god, the acting in this movie is so funny. It is unbelievable. I have another quick clip. I think it's like a minute or a minute and a half, and it shows off the range. It's so, as I mentioned in the opening, one of the band, they're all the band members. They were orphans, and it's unclear if they grew up together, but they're orphans. They're ninja orphans, Dave. Okay,
The orphan rock stars.
the Ninja Orphan Synth Rock Band. You know, the old timey trope we all know and love. So one of the band members gets a letter from his father, and the reaction here from him and the rest of the band is just heartwarming. So Jordan, whenever you get a chance,
Oh my god.
let's roll that tape.
My father! I found my father! Oh my god! Roger! What'd you say? Father found my father! Picture! Just look at it! Look at it!
Okay.
God, let me see picture! This is the guy found it! Oh, father, you got it! Good, great! Oh my god! That's great! Orlando Airport! Tomorrow evening! Hey, Jim! Finally got it! How much money you left in the bank?
I have about 200.
200 altogether? I have $50 left.
I get about 60.
Okay, what's your best store? Where?
Right,
You
right,
need to
right,
buy
right,
from
right.
right.
Look at
Okay.
this. Taylor.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, take the man.
Oh.
It's so heartwarming.
Is it though?
I dude, it's true. Pizzas, it's true. This movie, I swear, is in English. I promise you. I promise you it's in English.
Yeah.
It does not feel like it's in English. It's so wild. And I didn't include this because the scene is too long. But if you want to watch one of the most awkward performances I think ever put on film,
Oh,
watch this movie, because when that same character, he's in the house and he's like getting picked on, and he has a breakdown about his father. He finds his father, and he gives us, like, you can tell the director's like, more emotion, and he's just like whimpering and crying through, like trying to like cry through this. But he talks for like fucking 3 minutes. He goes in this giant monologue, and everybody just stands around awkwardly with their shirts off, and
oh my god.
Armad is on watch. We got to take care of your friends when you watch this stuff.
Oh my god.
It's just magical. The whole movie's magical. And oh Jesus, Armad.
Yeah,
Um,
going up a deep end just now.
yeah, love you. But also one of the things, I mean, like whatever, in a sea amongst just a baffling number of inexplicable things in this movie, the movie ends. This isn't whatever. This isn't a spoiler. There's a crazy fight scene, as there are tons of them. But it's like this crazy, brutal, bloody fight scene, and one of the guys gets hurt. And this movie has the fucking audacity to to end the movie, and then a piece of text comes on after this incredibly brutal, bloody fight, and it says,
Mhm.
"Only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace."
Oh my god, dude. That's it's kind of like it's kind of like abstinence only sex education.
No, okay, it's like an abstinence only sex education ad where the entire ad before was just people having sex
And now you
and
imagine
and
after
enjoying it.
after it's porn. Like after
It's
porn
just porn.
pops up on screen, the only safe sex is abstinence.
Yeah. Only through abstinence can say can the world achieve peace. Can
Oh my
we
god.
stop venereal disease or what? It's like it's offensively bad.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But it's so funny. It's just nonstop, and there's so many great characters and stuff. And it is true. Pizzas is right. The Dare commercials from like the late 80s and 90s made doing drugs look fucking awesome. It's like, man, I
Oh.
want some of that. Like, like I don't want to sit home and like, I don't know, play cards with my friends. I want to turn into a fucking blob on my friend's basement's floor, dude. Like, I want to be that guy
Oh, like the girl melts on the couch.
on the couch. Yes, I remember those commercials.
And she's like, I I had one hit of weed and now
Now my brain broke. It's like- I think there's like one where I think a girl's like I can't remember somebody's head like turns into like a fishbowl. It's like, oh, it's like it'll have put your make your head swimming. And I was like, that looks awesome.
And then you're telling me I can still breathe too? Let's do it.
One hit of weed and I can talk to the devil? Hell yeah, dog. Sign me up.
Oh my
Like,
god.
oh man, it's it's so ridiculous. But yeah, it's like it feels like with that message, it feels like the film should have been like a really preachy film. But it's just weird. And like there's points where like they go to the beach and like they do that like wacky 80s movie thing where they're like pretending to like fall on top of girls, you know? Like, whoa, we're so wacky. And the girls are like, get the fuck off me. But the movie treats it like it's this wacky, crazy guys just
Oh,
having a goof. You know, it's bro, it's so fucking weird. So yeah, Dragon Sound, man. You should
Yeah.
download the record.
Pizza.
Yeah. Sure. I'll put it check. Oh god. I almost choked to death.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Got him.
This, this is your brain on First Prize Films. Oh my
So I know we usually when we talk about movies, we usually give a recommend or a pass, but for me, all the movies I'm going to talk about are recommends. You should watch these movies.
Oh yeah. And
Uh,
for me, all these are insists.
Yeah, you definitely should. If you enjoy schlocky, crappy cinema and can have a fun time, watch all these. But yeah, that's Miami Connection, man. I don't know what else I can say. It's just weird.
That is hilarious. I forgot most of that movie, if I'm being honest with you. I forgot most of these movies, if I'm being honest with you, until we decided to talk about them on the stream. And holy shit, man. It's so I only did 2 to your 3 because you watched a lot more of these than I have.
I've seen a lot of shit. So
Yes, you have. So I did Hollywood Cop,
oh, a classic.
a classic made by the same director as Samurai Cop.
Oh, what's his name? Amir
Yeah.
Shirvan or something?
He also apparently did a movie called Space Cop.
No, I don't. I think that's a Red Letter Media thing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, because I saw that and I was like, wait.
Yeah. No. No. So I don't really remember Hollywood Cop that much. So you're gonna have to give me a synopsis here.
All right, let's do it.
After a child is abducted by the cringiest mobsters ever, a doesn't play by the rules detective helps a desperate but not too worried mother get her kid back. But not before he has shootouts without any real bullets. He shrugs off a decapitation, and then he doesn't really care about his boss's gas problems, apparently.
I forgot about that.
This movie is fucking bonkers. So like apparently this like gangster guy decides he wants to kidnap somebody's kid for fucking like $6 million in ransom money. And the woman goes to like the police to like help her after she gets fucking just jacked by like this dude has the I don't even know how to explain it. Okay. It excuse me. Let me see if I have.
Do we have a trailer? Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we get the trailer.
I think excuse me. I think from what I remember of this movie, there was it's a cop and his partner duo, right?
Yes, but the partner just is never introduced. He just suddenly is on screen.
things just happen. I feel like this was also the movie that was shot in the same place that Samurai Cop was also shot, where it's like they just kind of reused locations for these movies.
It totally is. It totally is the same. Like a lot of the same excuse me locations
Mhm.
as Samurai Cop. So it's pointed out. So I think we do finally have those. My fault. I think we have the trailer up. So let's watch it real quick.
Cool.
Now we're gonna
Off
kidnap
to a
the
good
kid,
start.
but I want you to leave the mother alive.
What do you want from us? Go away! Go away!
So what's the problem here?
I want my child!
All right, calm down. Now look, you made the report. You got to give the police some time.
I'm just sick and tired of you, you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, go.
When Joe Fresno double-crossed his buddies, and then he skipped out with all the loot.
We need your help. I need to find my husband, Joe.
They took him, they kidnapped him, now they're holding for the money.
We'll get Stevie back.
Then let me help you.
I told you to watch him.
I don't know
Go get spaghetti.
Hey, the kid's gone!
That's right. I remember this.
$6 million, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
It's all right, kid. We'll be all right.
You don't do anything right!
Oh my god, bro.
Pizzas. He said, "What in the world?" Listen, this movie.
Yes. Sorry, go ahead. I was saying it
fucking
does look like chips. It looks like a shitty TV movie. It's oh my gosh. Sorry. I just remember the kid making friends with the dog.
Yes, and the dog doesn't even do anything. Like, they play it as if the dog is gonna help. Okay, so for obviously nobody else has seen this fucking movie. Basically, they threaten the kid with this Doberman, like he's a bad dog. He's gonna get you if you try and run away. And then he's not afraid of the dog, so he talks to the dog through like a window.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're gonna help me, right?" And the dog's like, "Bark."
Yeah, that's right. There's a boy who can communicate with dogs in this movie.
and
He was taken hostage.
like quite literally, they made it so that The dog understands everything, literally everything that the boy is saying. I want to come out and pet you, but you have to help me get out. And then the dog just is up on the window, like, what are we doing? So the kid has to reach through and unlock the door himself.
That's right. That's not even a major plot. Well, it's a major plot point, but that's not like that's not the reason the movie exists. It's just kind of a B plot.
It's just there. Yeah.
Oh, dude, this movie's so full of like weird, baffling shit. It's like you can tell nobody had an idea of what the movie's supposed to be, but like we have a little bit of money, we have all the same locations from like Samurai Cop.
Yes.
Let's just like get fucking high, apparently, and and like shoot some shit and maybe make the editor make it into a movie.
But okay, listen. There's a scene. Oh, I love this scene so much. There's a scene where I forget his fucking name already. The main guy in the movie and his partner. Oh, wait, no, his partner hasn't shown up yet.
And his partner, other guy.
His partner's name is, I remember his partner's name because it's Jaguar or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Jaguar.
Is just there all of a sudden. But before that, he's just he goes to help out a rape and robbery in progress.
Oh, that's right, dude. Oh my god, I need to rewatch this movie now that we're talking about it.
So they end up going like chasing the bad guys throughout this fucking scene or collection of scenes, and then he lets out the guy who was forced to watch his wife get sexually assaulted. Somehow he gets out, and then he finds the bad guy before they do, and there's this like decapitation scene that he just is not sensitive to this guy at all. So Jordan, I think we have that clip if you could pull it up.
Sir, I know this guy just fucked your wife, but he's our prisoner now, so how about backing off, okay?
Sir! Wait! Please! Let us have him. The law's gonna punish him, okay?
Your law. He has dishonored me. My law says his life now is mine.
He throws him immediately.
Oh my god.
It's oh my gosh. That is actually that clip is a very perfect example of a fair warning before you watch these movies. They're like we watch them because they're terrible and they're funny. They're very, very racially insensitive. I just want to be very clear about that. Everybody's a stereotype. Literally everybody. Includes all the cops, all the bad guys, anybody who's mildly foreign. They give them an accent. It's insanity. It's fucking insanity.
But like honestly, this movie in particular has like the weirdest like setups in it. So the little boy's father is apparently like involved with this gang or something who has kidnapped him. And so the father's like in the room to like try and be like, hey, we're gonna get out of here or whatever. And it's like he tries to give him a present, which shows it just shows how fucking weird the writing is in this movie. Yeah, let's play this clip.
Got kidnapped.
I come to take you home, Stevie.
Not with you. I'd rather die right here than go with you.
I even got you a present.
Okay, I forgive you.
Animal, get the money.
Okay, boss.
Just the fucking reversal so fast to be like, I'd rather die. Okay, I forgive you. So basically what ends up happening with this movie is that Turk, that's his name, which apparently is short for turquoise.
Which is in and of itself a nickname. So he gave himself a nickname, a
Short
super nickname. God.
Oh, bro. Anyway, so Turk and the mom end up like paying the fucking ransom or whatever. And this animal guy, his name's Animal. He's the creepiest. He's just laughing
Yeah.
all the fucking time. It ends up being like they end up giving him fake money as they're just like walking away. And instead of just like firing on these guys, like, well, go follow him. And then so Animal gets cornered with the mom, and then she fucking shoots him in the dick.
Oh, that's right.
Listen, Jordan,
I won't
let's
shoot
go
you.
through this clip, dude. Oh god.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, so
That is good
basically
stuff.
they end up in another shootout, and at one point um they at one point Turk and the mom are like just like laying on the ground and everybody's just firing at him and just stormtroopers the shit out of it. They don't get
Dude.
hit. They don't get hit at all. So I don't want to play this clip, Jordan, because I've already played like 3, but they fucking literally are just like shooting at him, but not hitting him at all. And they end up getting the kid out and getting away. And then the kid's like getting into some like attic or like weird like roof storage space. Like, I'm getting the present daddy left me, and it's the real money. It's the real ransom money.
Oh, dude. I honestly like now that we're talking about this, I've forgotten a lot of this movie. And now I really want to rewatch it. Where can you find this?
I don't know, but I do know that apparently there's a 2018 remake.
Oh, wait, remake or like recut?
No, remake. It's a new movie.
No, fuck off.
Yeah,
That's
look,
not true. Hold on.
Hollywood Cop, not 3 O's. Cop.
Hollywood Coop. No.
Mm-hmm.
Where? What year? I don't believe
So
this.
you type in Hollywood Cop,
I did.
enter. Okay.
Okay.
And then oh, maybe it's just a new trailer. Or not new trailer, a new poster.
Oh, could be.
It's just some dude holding a fucking like 50 caliber gun and a helicopter and explosions.
Well, with a lot of these like crappy movies and stuff, they'll like repackage them every 10 years or so to try to sell them again with like new updated artwork and stuff. And it's yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. They just gave it a new
I was saying.
they gave it a new poster in 2017. They gave it a new poster. That's when it got on Amazon of not the actor that plays Turk.
No, of course
him
not.
at all.
Of course not.
Holy shit, that's hilarious. It got me. I thought it was a fucking remake.
Dude, that's hilarious. I think because I think they also did that with Samurai Cop as well, which makes sense since they're all, were made within the same company.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to rewatch this now. It's with all the time I have. But
yeah, I was gonna say,
dude, it's so funny. I forgot how hilarious that movie is.
oh, excuse me, goddamn, that movie is so fucking funny. That I remember I laughed the whole time. I remember asking you so many like, not real questions, but just like, why is this happening? Questions.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. I definitely I need to rewatch that, and that kind of reminds me of some. I have like a list. Like we're going to talk about a few more of these, but I also have a list of ones that I really love. But we definitely don't have time to get into all of them.
I know, right?
So that's a recommend for you. Is that a wrap up for this?
It's
Yeah.
Absolutely, you have to watch this movie because so bad, good.
Yes,
bad.
Samurai Cop is probably the more famous one of them, but this one is quality in and of itself.
Fantastic.
For sure. So
fuck you, Jordan.
I missed it.
Oh my god. It was fucking one of the like he clipped in over my picture one of those like internet kid beams. Jordan, do it again so Blake can see it.
Oh God.
I don't even know.
Yeah. Is that like the kazoo kid?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I thought about this movie. It's perfect. Wow.
Wow.
Perfect.
So if we're moving on,
Sure.
we're moving right into this is probably my favorite like B movie of all time. It's a little movie called Terror in Beverly Hills. It's from 1989, starring. Hold up, hold on. Wait a second. I'm gonna get there. I'll let you know. So this is starring Cameron Mitchell and also Stallone. Frank Stallone, baby.
I was gonna I didn't want to give it away because I remembered. It's Sylvester Stallone's somehow less talented brother.
It's true. So I got a little synopsis for you, Dave, to jog your memory of this movie.
Totally. Yeah, because I don't remember what it's about, so hit me.
When the president's daughter gets held for ransom in the old bean factory, one man, who was suspiciously absent for the entire middle of the movie, is called in to save her. Pack Stone, a retired special forces agent and also a karate master.
Oh my god. I forgot that he's just not there for the middle of the movie.
So this movie starts out slow for probably the first 10 to 15 minutes ish, but once it like gets going, because like there's like some stuff, there's like some like basically like foreign people are conspiring against the US. And so they're like we see some of this plot, and then we see this airplane that is the size of like a the width of like a 2-bedroom apartment. It's this giant plane set. It's hilarious.
God.
So we get into all that, but then finally once they're back in the States, things start happening. And it's just weird moment after weird moment of incompetent filmmaking, incompetent writing, and holy shit, bad acting.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bad acting. I don't think. See, my thing is too. It's a low budget movie. I don't think they could afford Frank Stallone. They didn't have Frank Stallone money for
No.
this low budget movie, and Frank Stallone, I can't imagine, was highly in demand in the late '80s. I don't know.
I'm just saying, if your movie budget can't handle an extra $500, you know.
Come on. So okay. Let's just see this trailer. The trailer doesn't do this thing justice, but it'll give you an idea of what we're dealing with here.
Okay.
Terror in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
Hold, please. But in the meantime, while this trailer doesn't do it much justice, I assure you, you should watch this movie. It is unfucking believable.
Unreal.
Unbelievable. Okay, we got it up here. Let's check it out.
Now the woman Aziza, who is part of our team, has secured a location outside of the city where you will hold the target hostage.
You said he was a friend of yours.
As long as he's alive, my life is always on the edge.
You were a friend of this Abdul guy.
I'm retired. I'm a private citizen now. I just,
If you try any more rescue attempt, I throw out the window president daughter. Tell the president he has only a few more hours.
Oh, God, for the cross.
His fighting style.
Oh my god, dude.
It's pure insanity. So again, like I was kind of saying, I don't think they had Frank Stallone money. So they set up Frank Stallone. He's like a dojo master guy, living in Los Angeles. You know,
Wait,
ex
hang
special
on.
forces.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Wendy, Frank was in the Rocky movies?
Besides just like a featured extra?
Are you sure?
I mean, I don't doubt you, but I cannot think of this.
I do. Wendy, I love you, but what? Hang on.
I can't picture it. I can't picture it. Dave, let Dave do some research here.
I'm Googling it.
Need a good midstream Google. Hold, please.
Wait. I'm gonna do his IMDb.
Was he like? Did he play Rocky's brother, named Frank?
No, he played Rocky's brother Pebble. Hold on, fucking wait a minute. Are you serious?
What? Street corner singer #1. Rocky's brother.
He is. He's in Rocky Balboa. In Rocky Balboa 2006, he plays dinner patron.
So you're telling me he's still getting the good roles, huh?
Let's see. Hang on. He's in. Oh wait, no. Where the hell is it? I just saw it. I just saw it. I'm sorry to derail everything, guys. I'm
Dave,
so
Dave has to
sorry.
find this information right now. It's very important.
My God, he's been in so much. Rocky 3, he's the singer / opponent, and Rocky 2, he's singer.
Wait, okay, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole too deep on this, but wasn't one of Stallone's brothers also in a band? I don't think it was Frank. He was not like who did one of the theme songs for whatever. I don't know my Stallone family trivia that well apparently, but
Jesus.
the whole family be working.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, now let's get back on track. Now that I've sufficiently blown my Wendy has blown my fucking mind. So let's get back into that.
Yeah. Also, if you're new here, if you're just stopping in, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Check out our Discord if you want to give us some movie suggestions or stream suggestions. We love to hear them because we're always talking about stuff and we want to see new stuff, but we also want to talk about absolute shit like what we're talking about today.
We also have a fucking podcast, which is the whole reason why we're here.
It's true. Check it out on all your favorite podcasting platforms. First Prize Films. I talk like that all episode. It's awful.
It's
I'm just kidding.
tiring.
So I put Dave through the ringer, but listen. Here's what we're talking about. We're talking about Frank Stallone, people. Okay, we're still on the Frank Stallone thing. We're talking about Frank Stallone and him being too famous for this movie in 1989. So what they did was they set him up in the beginning. He like takes a phone call. He's like working in the dojo with a guy, and like the guy who's with him in the dojo, he's a detective. He gets a call from the police chief. He said, "Hey, there's something happening. You go do this." And so Frank Stallone, who is appropriately his character's name, Hackstone.
Oh God.
It's great writing. He's like just sitting there drinking his coffee in his dojo, like, I'm cool. I look at this picture. I was in the war. Remember that? Anyway, and then it like cuts away from him, and we don't fucking hear from him. So meanwhile, the president's daughter gets kidnapped in Beverly Hills, and the perpetrators, the guys who steal the president's daughter, they come in guns ablazing, and all the squibs in this is great.
God.
But all the actors who had to work with the squibs have obviously never worked with squibs before, so they didn't know what to do, and like it's great.
For anybody who doesn't know what a squib is, can you?
Oh, fair point. So a squib is before CG, CG blood. They still use them. It's basically a little exploding, like dye or blood pack. So when like a gun is fired and you see like an explosion from the bullet and like blood coming out, that's called a squib. So they're triggered, and there's a lot of that. It's a practical effect that's done in this movie a number of times. And so when they kidnap the president's daughter, essentially these guards, the Secret Service men, I assume, these people bust in with like Mac 10s and shit, and they're blazing, and the guys never move. They just hold open their suits. They never grab their guns, and then you see all the squibs go off.
Oh my God.
So I think it was in the trailer. They're just standing there like, oh no. Blah, 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 blah. Ah.
Oh my God.
And so our intermediary main character, who is not Frank Stallone, thus known as not Frank Stallone, he is he's hanging out in his car in Beverly Hills, and he sees a guy walking down the street and says, "Hey, that guy's probably guilty of something." Arrests this random guy, and then while that's going on, the gunshots are going off. There's an explosion, and he kidnaps like the guy who he was trying to like bring in, and
Right.
it's dude, it's so weird. And then he takes this guy hostage along to find the president's daughter who's being held hostage, and then I don't know whatever happens to him. I forget. It's crazy. So,
Oh, hey, Mr. Brown, thank you for following. We appreciate it.
hey, we got a new follower.
Followers,
Thanks.
thank you.
Appreciate you. You're always welcome here, and we'd love to hear from you in the chat if you feel like telling Dave he's dumb. Or
Listen,
me. It's mostly me. I know.
I was gonna say it's gonna be you because I'm pretty sure that's one of my friends. So
Well, don't rub it in that I don't have any friends, Dave. Not cool. We're live, dog.
oh, sorry, my bad.
Anyway, so
Continue.
so we cut back to the president's Oval Office. He's talking to people. He has like 15 phones set up, but the president's Oval Office, I think, is in somebody's grandmother's basement because it's not oval and
No.
it's all wood paneled. And some of the phones aren't plugged in that he's talking on. It's great. This shit's great. It's just God, it's just bad filmmaking top to bottom. So one of my favorite things, actually, before we get there, there's also one baffling scene where they get the helicopter. They get the helicopter in the air. They're following the president's daughter who's been kidnapped, and the helicopter pilots are like two two broy dudes. They see driving down the highway in Los Angeles a woman in the bed of a truck, naked, and they're like,
yeah, I remember.
"Do you remember this?" And they're like, "Check that out. Whoa, bro!" And then the police are like, "Hey, helicopter guys, where's the?" And they're like, "Oops!" Like they lose the president's daughter because they're too busy looking at titties. What the hell, man?
Listen, the fucking chopper guys got squirreled by some titties.
Dude, they straight up did. It's those guys got hopefully they got fired. And then there's the police coordinator lady who they cut back to. She's the dispatch lady, and she's typing like with her knuckles, like she's never typed on a computer in her life, and I know that for a fact. She's like typing like this. It's everything's wrong. So then we get to our my favorite like police chief or police captain, played by Cameron Mitchell. And Cameron Mitchell, I don't think he's playing a character. I think he's just pissed to be here and taking his check. I do have a clip of this. It's a good one.
Lieutenant here.
Get a trace on the location of the call, Lenny.
We'll put a trace on it.
Harder.
A super trace.
Give me that damn phone. Get a fucking super trace. Asshole. Got it?
Asshole.
Get a fucking super trace.
Which is totally a thing, by the way.
Totally a thing. It's like that's the whole movie. We don't have to play this whole clip. We only needed that beginning. But essentially, you can find compilations. You should watch this movie. You can watch it for free on YouTube.
Yes.
And I think it's a laser disc rip, but it does have clean enough audio. I think I also watched it on Tubi not too long ago. I showed this movie to a friend.
Oh,
You
nice.
can watch it for free on Tubi.
Wait, I'm sorry. You have friends other than me?
No, but like we're on stream, dude. I'm not trying to like fucking embarrass myself
Wow.
again.
Wow. Cool.
Anyway, so when I was watching Terror in Beverly Hills alone last, I told myself a few interesting things about this movie that I read on the internet. Yeah, Cameron Mitchell does not give a fuck about anything, and he doesn't want to be. There's a scene too. Oh my god, there's a scene where he's talking to the press.
Yeah.
You know, he's given a statement, which also I think the newsroom is also somebody's grandma's basement. But
Same
he's literally like reading the script as like the press like release thing, and he's talking. There's a plane that goes by, and usually if you're doing a production and a plane goes by, you wait till the plane's gone and you just retake it. Cameron Mitchell is reading this to the press. He goes, "Goddamn plane," and he just keeps looking up at the plane, just like hovering. And so you hear this plane sound the whole time. It's one single shot. And he's just pissed, trying to get through his lines and shit. It's so good, dude. It's so good. So eventually, our buddy Hack Stone comes back. They call him in. They call him out of retirement, and he's doing it his own way. He he gets like I think he gets helicoptered in, and he's carrying around a bunch of rope that he literally never fucking uses. Like an inexplicable amount of fucking rope that has to weigh a ton, and he never uses it. But he's like, "Oh gosh, I should have pulled this clip." But she's taken the president's daughter's taken it to the old bean factory, and they keep calling it the old bean factory. There's no address to the old bean factory, but everybody knows
Sorry,
the old bean factory.
hang on a second. This is killing me every time you say it. What the fuck is a bean factory?
I don't know, but it's the old one. Don't confuse it with the new one, Dave. The
Listen,
old bean factory.
Your fucking demand for beans is so high. You had to have a fucking new factory.
Pizzas.
That's the old bean factory. Thank you, pizzas. You are much appreciated.
Yeah, it's there's lots of bean factories. Apparently there was the old one, now there's probably the new one. No more, no less, 2 bean factories. That's all. So Hackstone, he comes in, he breaks in after some of the FBI guys. They don't go so well. So Hackstone is here. And he's and he's literally doing the dumbest moves out in the fucking open. Like there's no reason to spin. You should just like keep going in the straight line and duck. It's so good, dude. It's so fucking good. So of course he saves the president's daughter, and he doesn't want anything. It's just, "I'm just doing my job, ma'am." You know, I'm going back to my fucking dojo. I'm gonna drink my coffee and talk about Vietnam for a little bit. That's his character. So
fucking shit, man.
God bless Hackstone. He's a good guy.
Oh, listen, I fucking every time you were talking about a scene, it just came roaring back to my fucking brain.
It's so good. It is just so. Oh God, please watch this movie so I can talk about it with other people. It's wonderful.
Listen, it just I don't know why this happened, but me saying like this comes roaring back to my fucking subconscious or whatever, my conscious mind. It's like all the other movies, I can only see like 1 or 2 scenes in my head, but this one, like, just all of it I can remember, like just like in a general sense. But you know what's actually in my head right now? I forgot to mention this earlier. Is
What?
another bad movie that we watched back in the day? Zombie Strippers.
I've never seen Zombie
I
Strippers.
know you have. You were with us at the Redding house.
I don't remember. See, I feel like you've mentioned this before. I'm like, what are you talking about? What the fuck is Zombie Strippers? Jog my memory.
I'm sorry. Are you really asking me?
I need you to describe in
Strippers is
great
about?
detail what Zombie Strippers is. The
It's the-
plot.
It's the zombie apocalypse in a strip club.
Go on.
That's it.
It sounds great. I literally don't remember this. I
There's a
don't think I
famous-
was with you.
There was a famous at the time famous porn star in it. Jenna Jameson was in it, and
So,
she was a
I've
famous
never
porn
heard of
star at
this.
the time. And at one point, her zombie character, who was sentient, the zombie strippers were sentient, bites the dick off of a patron.
Love it. Love it. I do not feel like I've seen this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll have to like watch a clip, and maybe that'll come back because I do not remember this. Glad my mom's here.
Listen, normally if it was anybody else like friend of mine, where they're like, "Oh, somebody didn't watch porn as a child," I'd be like, well, "Sure thing, mom," but like, I know you, and she's absolutely right. She doesn't even watch it now.
I'm really glad we're getting into my sexual proclivities here. This is taking a really great turn that I'm very fond of, and I think we should definitely talk about more.
Listen, I'm just saying, if you want to watch a really bad, like on par with like Sharknado,
Mhm.
watch Zombie Strippers.
Okay. So question. I do have a question because talking about bad movies before we move on here, is your thing? Oh, what's Haggard? What's up, Trout? By the way, welcome. Nice to see from you. Nice to hear from you. Oh, this dude, the CKY crew and all that stuff. Oh my gosh, that's some crazy shit. I've never heard of this movie, but I don't have a clip, so
I hear CKY and I just immediately
me too. I think it's Tony Hawk.
Did you know that like that their guitar tuning in that song is like the really fucked up tuning?
Like what?
It's like one of those like DADDG or whatever type tunings.
Like a slide guitar tuning, and then
Yeah, or
just
something stupid like that.
yeah, that's a CKY song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like my fucking mouth performance of it. He's like, I know that song.
that's literally the only CKY song I could ever pretend to know.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
That's the only way I know it. And that, and also have the Motorhead song "Ace of Spades." Burn it, the Ace of Spades. Every time I think of that, I think of like 2002 graphics and me being shitty at video games. Um, Oh, I'll have to check that out. Haggard, that is. I'll have to check that out on YouTube. Um, so if we have a scene, yeah, Jordan, feel free to put it up here.
Yeah, all
You
right.
got it?
Here's the clip.
With my girlfriend.
Fucking fingered me!
Hellboy. Picture a guy named Hellboy, and that's what he looks like.
Well,
I gotta take you in.
No, oh, for the love of fuck's sake, you can't take him in.
I gotta make an arrest here. I had a complaint.
Wait. I got the sports watch. You can have it here.
What I need right now is heavy metal music, hard drinking. I want to play the field of dicks.
Ew!
Look what she's doing to you. I want to know what'll make you feel better right now.
Go break into Lauren's house. Look in her drawers, look in her dirty laundry.
These are girlfriend's underwears.
Go through her diary, find it, film every page.
What the fuck is that?
What do you...
Do you have a camera?
No.
You guys got the new Knock Kill CD?
They have the ultimate band, and if you say one more thing, I'll pull your fucking face off.
Oh yeah? Well, I think they fucking suck. Woo-da-doo-doo.
What the fuck? What is going on?
I am so confused.
This looks bonkers. I have to see this.
Jason Ellis, Tony Hawk.
I guess add it to the list.
Yo, this is a great contribution.
Oh, there was some Black Cat City. Awesome.
I've never heard of this. This looks amazing. I have to see this, Dave.
Well, I'm not sure how the fuck I'm gonna follow that. But I'll try.
Before we go on here,
Sure.
to define, I wanted to ask you about Zombie Strippers before we move on, because is it, you mentioned Sharknado. So Sharknado is kind of like a bad movie they made it knowing it was going to be bad. Like they understand what they're making. The movies that I find the most hilarious and most fun are movies like the ones that we're kind of talking about that really tried to be real movies and just aren't.
I know what you're gonna ask. I'm leaning towards it being a self-aware bad movie, but I haven't seen it in like 15 years, so I don't know for sure.
Okay, they can be they can be fun, like the Sharknadoes and stuff. That stuff can be fun. for sure, and like Sharktopus and those kind of things. They can be fun.
Sharktopus.
Dave
Oh
knows all
my
about
God.
Sharktopus.
Listen, that reminds me of our song "Sharktopus is a Menace."
Yeah, that is not a sexual thing, by the way. It's literally a shark and an octopus. Not to follow that up with the from the zombie strippers thing, but it's those can be fun. But I definitely like to lean into movies that really try to be real movies, and just fucking aren't. So anyway, take it away. What's your next movie?
This one's a famous one. I think everybody knows this one. It's a bad movie that was so bad that it became like the most famous bad movie of all time. Fucking James Franco man movie about it.
Oh,
I think it's called The Disaster Artist or something like that.
Yes. Jurassic World 3. Also true. Should be is definitely on this list of big budget bad movies. Sorry, Dave, go on.
All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a quick synopsis on The Room. Okay.
In this movie that apparently has a plot, we follow Johnny, who is apparently a banker, and watch as his whole life falls apart. A life that no longer consists of random tickle fights, even more random football tosses, and his wife getting bored of him to fuck his best friend Mark.
It's true. That's the perfect description.
And like I want to go through this movie but it's just so all over the place. There's not a coherent plot at all to this movie.
No.
So, I'm just gonna give some of my favorite moments.
Give me some of your favorite moments. That's great.
And I'll Jordan, I'll tell you which clips I want to do. But basically, there's the in the very beginning, he's like just sitting there hanging out, and then Denny, whoever the fuck that is.
Oh, Denny, the creepy young neighbor played by like a guy who's probably early 30s.
Like it comes to hang out, and then Johnny is like, hey, let's go up and like have a nap or something. And then it clearly sounds like, oh, they're fucking. And then Denny like just walks his way up, and you're thinking like, shit, he's gonna walk into them fucking. What's happening right now? It's a tickle fight. And he joins their tickle fight, and they're like, oh, don't you have something better to do? He's like, oh, I like to watch you guys. Like, why?
It's just like, I like to watch. Bro,
And then
no.
there's this scene that Jordan, this clip I want to use where Johnny walks into like a florist to get to get a fucking dozen roses, and the lady doesn't recognize Johnny until he takes off his glasses. She's like, oh, hey Johnny, I didn't know it was you.
I love this scene.
Oh, it's so good. I don't know if Jordan has it ready,
Hi.
but that
Can I
clip.
help you?
Yeah. Here we go.
Can I have a dozen red roses, please?
Oh, hi, Johnny. I didn't know it was you. Here you go.
That's me. How much is it?
It'll be $18.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
You're my favorite customer.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
You're my favorite customer, she says. This guy goes into the floor so often that he's her favorite customer, but she didn't recognize him until he went.
You're my favorite customer, dude. So if anybody wants to dive into this more, like, there's the Disaster Artist movie that came out a handful of years ago, which is based on the book written by Greg Sestero, who plays Johnny's best friend in the movie. The book is great, and it kind of like details like the making of and how he came to know Tommy Wiseau, who's the director and writer and star and producer who funded this movie. It's a great book and a pretty quick read, but dude, this movie's baffling. Baffling.
And then, my favorite of all time clip, and it's the most famous clip I think of any bad movie, potentially any movie ever. It's the "I did not hit her" clip.
Oh yes.
So Jordan, let's pull this up. It's so good. I just
Not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I used to know a girl. She had a
my god. Just it's just so he has no emotions at all. And he
At
tries
all.
really hard to no avail. Like he just straight up is like, I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
It's just so weird, and like this, I mean, this became a cult movie for a reason because Tommy Wiseau paid untold amounts of money to put up a billboard up on like Hollywood and Vine, or maybe it's Hollywood and uh whatever
Wanna.
Hollywood and Highland, one of the big intersections there, which is like really expensive real estate for billboards, and put a picture of him with his like eye like half closed, just the room, and he had to call for like screenings. And like a couple of these guys went and like saw this movie one time, and they're like, "This is so fucking weird." And
Yeah.
they bring their friends, and they like kind of took off like this word of mouth thing. Right? It's a really interesting story, but it's so baffling. It's so baffling, and I actually feel really bad, like, learning behind the scenes stuff. I feel really bad for what these people went through to make this fucking awful movie that did nobody any favors except for us as an audience.
Yeah. I was gonna say we benefited a little bit there.
We definitely benefited.
I think the last clip that I want to show is he finds out Johnny finds out that his wife is fucking his best friend Mark. So mad he just starts throwing stuff around, but it's the most weak ass throwing of stuff I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so bad. It's so good. He's just
Dude, it's amazing.
Oh, that's so so like at
Beautiful.
this point in the movie, he can't take it anymore and just kills himself.
Well, I shouldn't be laughing at that sentiment's really fucked up. But the way he goes about it is so fucking weird. It's nonsensical.
Hey Zig, what's
Uh,
up? Hey, welcome to the chat, buddy.
Yo, welcome to the chat. Hey.
Thanks for
Um,
joining.
Yeah, you came at a bad time.
Good time?
It's up in the air. It's up in the air. Yeah,
So
just the sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so anybody, Jay-Z included, who is just not coming in, we're currently talking about The Room, the like one of the most famous cult classic, terrible movies of all time.
Infamous, I'd say.
Yes, thank you. Perfect, apt, very apt.
it's it's just one of those movies that I didn't watch for a long time actually. Just because everybody talked about it for a long time and stuff, and I feel like I'd seen the movie without
Is
seeing
that
it,
the
you know?
actual billboard Jordan has pulled up on the
Yes, that's the I think that's from the movie because there's an actual
Oh, that's
no.
that's from the James Franco movie.
I think this is the James Franco one. But yeah, if you can find the actual billboard with Tommy Wiseau's face, I mean, it looks pretty much like that. But Tommy Wiseau just has this like strange enough demeanor and face that it makes it very interesting. Pizzas, you should watch this actual movie. It is so funny, and somebody like just things get introduced just out of fucking nowhere. There's no setup. They're like talking to the like I think somebody's mother on the roof, and she's like, "Yeah, well, I have cancer now," and
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that scene. It's like she's like, "Well, I got the test results back, and I definitely have cancer."
it's cancer anyway. I'm like,
She's just
"What?"
like, "Sure, yeah."
Yeah.
It's kind of like, "Yeah, well, I definitely had a wedgie."
Right. It's just it's so bizarre, and like they're constantly tossing like football, and half of this stuff like was shot on green screen when it didn't need to be.
Yeah.
Um, it
Mhm.
was just like Tommy Wiseau was like obsessed with, yeah, that's the actual billboard. Um, it's just so
That's so crazy.
right.
But like speaking of the football scenes,
Mhm.
remember when it's like the wedding scene or whatever, and they just go out in the parking lot to toss the football for a little bit?
Yeah, it's like a pre-wedding scene. Like, okay, let's go toss football.
Yeah. Fucking wait a minute, why?
What? Yeah. There's no reason for anything to be happening in this movie. It just fucking does. Um, and
That's
it's
what I'm
tearing me
saying. Like,
apart and
there's no real plot. There's just scenes and scenes. And apparently, okay, listen, I know. If you've heard of this movie, you might, even if you haven't seen it, there is a clip where he says, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa." Right? Where, that apparently is a straight ripoff of
of a
of a different movie that he just
it,
liked it so much.
it's a he
You
was
can
obsessed
go to
with
the bathroom. I don't actually have a clip.
yeah. Like he was obsessed with I think he was obsessed with like James Dean.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yes.
Yeah, it was like a James Dean. So he would just like lift scenes from other movies
Straight
that he's
up.
like, oh, I could do this.
Yeah.
And just you're tearing me apart, Lisa. It's so weird. It's just so weird.
Well, I
Uh,
think the weirdest part is how is doesn't know, like I said, he emotes zero. So he goes like this. He's like, "You're tearing me apart, Lisa." Yeah, it just goes back to just straight face, like somebody
yeah.
called.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but instead of like typical productions,
Mhm.
especially low budget productions back then, like you couldn't just like own a bunch of gear. Like we can make movies with our fucking cell phones now. So instead of like renting gear, because Tommy Wiseau has this like a credible amount of money that nobody knows how he got it.
Right.
So he funded this whole film, I think, to the tune of like $6 million
Back in
to make this movie.
when was this?
2002, 3, early 2000s.
Which like today is probably a lot more money.
Yeah. So instead of renting the gear, he bought all the gear.
He just bought it all.
He bought it all. And on top of that, he wasn't sure. This is like right when like digital cinema was kind of taking off a little bit. I think Danny Boyle's 28 Days Later came out. David Lynch was experimenting with like digital video at the time.
Right.
So he wasn't sure whether he should shoot it on like HD video or he should shoot it on film. So he bought both and had them build a rig so he could shoot both at the same fucking
That's
time.
right, dude.
Do you remember hearing this?
Yeah,
It's
I
just-
remember. I remember from
God.
Disaster Artist. But you know what it kind of reminds me of? That
Mhm.
scene in Inception where Saito's like, "I bought the airline. Seemed easy."
That's true. That's true. That's very true, actually. An apt comparison. It was so bizarre. And it's like how not to make a movie 101.
Right. Exactly.
Like from top to fucking bottom. And I'm glad it paid off for him, I am. But it's a wild one. It's a wild one. So if you haven't seen it, yes, there's a million memes about it. You
Yes.
should see this.
And the
You
memes
can't
will be
understand the scope.
funnier. That's the thing. The memes will be
Yes.
funnier. Clips will be funnier if you watch the whole thing. And then subsequently, in my opinion, also watch the Disaster Artist. Because that helps like it tells a lot of the backstory to how this movie got made. And it does it in a way where it helps you understand why it's just so crazy. For me, it was fantastic.
Yeah, it contextualizes everything. If you're a reading person, check out the book. If you're a Audible person,
Yeah.
listen to the book. If you just want to watch the movie, that's fine too. The book's interesting because it is from Greg Sestera's like personal like voice. It's like in his voice and from his personal point of view, which is interesting, but check it out. I don't know what else to say that hasn't been said about this movie a million times over, but it's really fun.
So, anybody who's still up in the chat, tell us if you've got a favorite bad movie, because we have so many. Oh God, Jason,
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen,
My man.
we have made it fucking almost to the end of the goddamn stream without having to deal with this shit.
I was waiting for somebody to bring it up. Scream
God
is definitely better. God bless you. You're always welcome. If I didn't have friends before, I got one now, baby.
Listen, it is a better movie than Rob Zombie's Halloween. It is just a comedy. Anyway, so let's move on to the last. That is, where's my gavel? Fucking gavel.
I'm,
It's over.
I'm
Period.
I'm gonna let you slide on it in the interest of time.
Mm.
So I don't know if our mod's back, but the next movie we're talking about is it's a classic. It's one of the first like kind of bad movies I was really introduced to when I was in college. And it's a movie called Samurai Cop, which is made by the same people who made Hollywood Cop, which we already talked about. I think this was, I don't know what year Hollywood Cop was, but I think Samurai Cop was first. I cannot remember. Any hoozle. It's a really great film that I don't have like it's been talked about to death, so I don't want to like sit here and dwell on it, but it's really bonkers. It has a lot of the same plot points as Hollywood Cop. It's kind of the same movie, but equally as weird and bad.
I'm a little concerned
Why is that?
just because I'm watching. I know Pizza's a little bit behind where we're at,
Hmm.
because the whole live to whatever.
Oh, there's a bit of a delay.
Yeah, the delay. He thinks that I agree now. He missed the
See,
part where I said it's a good comedy movie. And not
here's the thing, pizzas. Dave and I don't just fight about this on stream. We fight about this on the phone.
True.
We fought about this in our season 1 recap episode that just came out on Monday. Dave and I are gonna fight about this until we fucking die.
Correct.
Scream is the better one, unequivocally, and Dave's wrong. It's just maybe one day, maybe we'll get him to accept it.
Listen, it's fine. It's the better comedy movie. 100% it's a better comedy movie.
So listen, now that we all have established that Dave is dumb and never gonna
Gavel,
change,
comedy
I think
movie.
we can move on. it is the
Yes,
better
okay,
movie,
hang on.
period.
Pizzas. Yes, but that's not
You're
what
not gonna let this go. You wanted to move on, and you're not
I
letting this
do,
go.
but
I
like,
love
I
it.
just it's the last clarification I'm gonna give tonight, I promise. Quite literally, our show is not which is the better movie, it's which is the better genre movie. Until the day I die, Scream is not a horror movie, it's a comedy.
Wrong. So we do talk on the phone.
For like several hours a day.
It's true. Like Dave and I talk on the phone probably way more than most adults should ever talk on the phone to anybody.
It's what happens when you you work 125 hours a day. And you don't interact with humans other than when you're on the phone with your best friend. Anyway, so the last movie, Samurai Cop.
And bitching about movies. So Samurai Cop. We're gonna talk about Samurai Cop here. And let me give you the synopsis really quick.
A relaxed cop in denim and his suited partner seek out a renegade Yakuza gang while having awkward sexual discussions with any 90s woman they find conventionally attractive, and also fighting lots and lots and lots of awkward ass fighting.
Oh my god. It's so
Terrible.
good. Oh, it's so good.
So we have a trailer for that, and let's watch it.
Are you Fujiyama?
Yes, I am. Who are you?
I'm a cop.
His real name is Joe Marshall. They call him Samurai. He speaks fluent Japanese. He got his martial arts training from the masters in Japan. He was brought over here from the police force in San Diego to fight us.
Would you like to touch what you see?
You're the one that talked me into bringing this moron from San Diego to fight the Japanese katana gang. I want him dead. I want his head cut off and brought here.
Have you been circumcised?
Yeah, I have. Why?
Well, your doctor must have cut a big portion of it off.
I want his head on this piano so that every man in my organization understands once more that no katana gets captured alive or pox. Got that?
How did you know I fell on with you?
Let's just say I can read eyes.
Listen, Jay Zig, I promise you, all the movies that we're talking about are so bad that they're really good.
Yes, we recommend all these movies. They are so much fun to watch. They're so much fun. Sit down, have a drink. If get some friends over. It's so much fun. It's this movie is fucking bonkers. It's I was shown this in college, and I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
So there's two cops, yeah, like our long haired cop and our suited cop friend, and it's just everything's bad. Even like different shots within the same scene are like different color temperatures, and the framing's bad and the acting's bad. There's a bunch of there's actually a really interesting. I should have not that we have to watch it or anything, but if you want to know more about this movie, watch it first. But there's really interesting interviews with like the lead actor Matt Hannon, who is like our long haired denim cop. And like the making of this movie is insane. um there's yeah, essentially they're just like looking for this like yakuza gang, this Fujiyama guy, and they just go from place to place fighting and like looking. It's like there's no actual like plot like progression. It's just let's go here, let's do this, now this is happening, now there's this hot chick, let's stop and talk to her for a minute, and let's do this. And while okay, I actually do have a scene. This is a big part of the movie, showed a little bit in the trailer, but we have to watch the horny nurse scene. It's classic cinema, Jordan. So let me know when you're ready, because this is like how the entire movie feels.
Yes.
It's oh god, it's hard to
Do
describe.
you like what you see?
I love what I see.
Would you like to touch what you see?
Yes, I would.
Would you like to go out with me?
Yes, I would.
Would you like to fuck me?
Bingo.
Well, then let's see what you've got.
What?
Doesn't interest me. Nothing there.
Nothing there? Just exactly what would interest you? Something the size of a jumbo jet?
Have you been circumcised?
Yeah, I have. Why?
Well, your doctor must have cut a big portion of it off.
No, he was a good doctor.
Good doctors make mistakes too. That's why they buy insurance.
Hey, don't worry. I got enough. It's big.
I want bigger.
Hey, I have,
Oh, dude. And like that seems like the setup to like a shitty 90s porn or something. There is some. This is for real. This is for real. I'm dead fucking serious. You should watch this movie. It's bonkers. There's a weird it's not graphic later, but there is a weird sex scene with this guy and like one of the ladies I think he's trying to protect from the Yakuza gang. They have this weird like they rented grandma's house again, and they there's this like weird sex scene, and like it's so bafflingly weird.
It's absolutely weird. Like the fact that you had the fucking savage ass, like, oh, your doctor cut too much of your dick off, Joe.
It like doesn't make sense because that's not what a circumcision is, but it's so whoever wrote that was like, yeah, like this is great.
It feels like whoever wrote it lost his girlfriend to a guy who wasn't circumcised.
It's just spreading disinformation.
Oh my god.
It's so weird, and they're so because this is a movie. I think, like I said, it came out in 1991, but this is stuck in the 80s. I mean, you heard the soundtrack. I think in the trailer, that's the sound. It sounds like a NES, like it sounds like an 8-bit, like a Casio keyboard, thing that somebody recorded with their fucking like tape record with their Walkman in like 1989. Like, yeah, this is fine. Fuck it, put it in, dog. Put it in. It sounds great.
Oh my god.
It's so bad, but it is a deeply engaging, weird movie because I mentioned the weird color temperature, the film shifts, but all the continuity errors. There's a guy on fire because they like Do you know what I'm talking about? Or like make a rival like gang member like van crash, and then a different guy gets out of the driver's seat who's on fire. He's obviously a stuntman, so he's like walking around like this, and then he just falls down and he looks into camera like, "Are you gonna fucking put me out?" And then it cuts, and they're like putting blankets over him. It's so good. Dude, it's so fucking good. I want to do I don't know if Street or if Twitch would allow this, but I would love to do like a watch party on Twitch and
I
watch some of these
think
movies
you
with everybody.
can. I think it's just anybody who wants to watch has to have an Amazon Prime. And
Okay.
watch through that.
We'll have to figure something out because these are too much fun to like. I mean, I'll watch these alone because it's just me. But
Fantastic.
you should watch them with people. It's great. Icky, what's up, dude? Welcome.
What's up, Icky?
Oh, Discord. Oh yeah. Hey, that's a great idea.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's our 15-minute warning. We actually should be cool. Yeah, if you're new here, join our Discord. We take your suggestions for podcast episodes, for streams, which are a little more topical. We get to kind of fuck off for a couple hours with you guys. But yeah, we should totally like figure out some kind of watch. Would you guys want to do that? Watch some of these like crappy movies with us on Discord?
I would love to watch that with you guys.
That could be really fun, man. I'm down for that. So if you guys want something like that, let us know, because you know we need friends. We're sad and lonely.
We have each other, and that's
we only have each other, and that's really fucking depressing. Dude, hell yeah.
So if you guys want to do that, but also don't forget, if you're not already following us on here on Twitch, make sure to smash that like button and turn on the notifications.
Yes.
So we are currently streaming just once a week. But we will be going up to twice a week once we hit our affiliate status. So if you guys want to see us twice a week, please help us out. Tell even just one friend each to come follow us, and then we will start streaming twice a week.
Yeah, give us a follow, because this is our some of our favorite stuff to do. So we just like hanging out with you all and talking about this stuff. Movies, new and old, bad and good, all the stuff. Yeah, it's just fun. So I'm glad. I hope you all have had fun so far. I guess to wrap up with Samurai Cop here, I didn't mention this with you, but our old buddy is in this movie, Robert Zadar.
Oh, the chin.
The chin.
The chin.
We should get a picture of this guy up here. He's awesome. He's also in this.
The chin.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. Because there's a ton of really fun bad movies. I have a literal crazy. I have a list of this like on my screen right here of fun bad movies, and so tons of stuff we can watch. We didn't mention. Excuse me. We didn't mention stuff like Troll 2, which is really great. Also, yeah, tune into Pizzas and Icky's podcast, companion podcast called Second Price Streaming, where they talk about how shitty we are at our jobs and do a better job than us.
Watching anime and TV shows. Oh Lord.
But yeah, there's tons of stuff we could watch. We could watch like Deadly Prey. I'm gonna just list some of the stuff we have here. Well, we could do Troll 2, which is fun and super weird. Did I make you watch Chopping Mall, Dave?
No.
With a robot. Oh my god. There's Chopping Mall is so much fun. It's a movie where this mall, essentially they hire these like robot security guards, and these teens break in to stay in the mall overnight, and they have to deal with these robot guards that go rogue and start killing the teenagers. This is like an 80s movie. It's so good. It's so good. It's so funny. There's a really great head explosion scene in it that makes me laugh. Gosh. Oh yeah. Hawk Rules at when From Dusk Till Dawn is such a fun movie, but yeah, if you don't know what you're getting into going into that movie, you're gonna be like, what in the actual fuck am I watching? Because it's so bizarre. And because I think From Dusk Till Dawn is a Robert Rodriguez movie, but starring Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney.
Oh.
Which it's a good movie. It's a great genre movie. I would love to cover that on the actual podcast
Which one is
sometime.
it?
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah, I guess we have plenty of seasons ahead of us, so
We have lots of content to do. We talked about this earlier, Icky. We haven't seen Prey yet, but I really want to see it. I really, really, really want to see it.
you said talking about Selma.
Huh?
You said don't forget Selma.
The movie Selma?
Yeah. I'm assuming.
I don't know if that's I don't know if that would fit into one of our genres specifically. Oh, Selma Hayek in From Dusk Till Dawn. I thought you were talking about the movie Selma, which is let me double check. Yeah, which is the 2014 movie about Martin Luther King Jr.
Oh, I was like, what?
I guess we did biopics, but yes, Selma Hayek in From Dusk Till Dawn. I think Keitel's in it. Danny Trejo's in it. Dave
Machete.
Machete. God, I love Machete. That's a
Machete.
great movie too. Machete don't text either. There's some good shit, man. There's so many good movies to cover. So if you guys think of movies like this, hit us up in the Discord. Give us all your suggestions. Give us two movies to fight against. Oh yeah, Trejo is in Predators. We talked about that briefly too in the beginning of the stream. I would love to watch all the Predator movies only because I fucking hate most of them except for the first one. Predators, the Robert Rodriguez Predators is fun. It came out on my like 20th birthday, I think, and I saw it at midnight. And it was fun enough. I think Adrian Brody's in it and stuff, but I really can't wait to dive into Prey.
I would I really want to watch it. I really think that we should do a movie night once a week soon, like on top of our regular stream. If everybody's
That'd be
down,
fun.
or we just literally just hang out and watch us fucking hang out with us as we watch these fucking movies and pull our hair out.
Oh my god, yeah. Dude, I literally have such a long list of movies we can watch. It's crazy. Oh, there's another movie I haven't seen it yet, but I really want to watch it. It's a movie called Roller Boogie, from the late '70s, featuring Linda Blair from The Exorcist, the little girl from The Exorcist. She's like a teenager, and it's called Roller Boogie, and it's her in she meets up with these like street skaters in Venice up here in like the late '70s, and they like her and this other guy fall in love, and like there's this big roller, and there's like this other plot going on. It looks crazy. It looks hilarious. So I really want to see that.
That sounds ridiculous. Let's do it.
Like it's so funny because the little clips that I've seen of it, I can see like they're going right by here. Like I don't know if you can see my apartment necessarily, but they go right up the street. It's really cool. It looks really funny and really fucking bad. So maybe I'll have to find that. I didn't get to mention this, but also there's some big budget bad movies that you should definitely watch, and not to bring up the old Halloween franchise again, but you all should watch Halloween Resurrection with Busta Rhymes.
Oh Lord.
It's Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks, and The Evil Dead 2 is really great. It's Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks, and basically it's a web reality show. I think this movie came out in like 2002. It's a web reality show where they put all these teenagers or college kids in the Michael Myers house, and they have all like their video cameras on, and you can click around to the feeds. And guess what, Dave? Spoiler alert, but the real Michael Myers comes back. Yeah, and Busta Rhymes is there, and he's like, "Trick or treat, motherfucker," and it's great.
Oh my god.
You should definitely watch it.
Why do they do this to us?
I love this shit. It's so fun. So I appreciate that. But yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, we got tons of stuff. So if you guys have hit us up in the Discord if you have movies you want to watch, like bad movies you want to watch on like stream through Discord with us, or anything you want us to talk about on this stream, or anything you want to any good matchups for the podcast too. Our mod Jordan, his wife, hits me up with tons of tons of great suggestions. Marissa, I don't know if you're watching, dude, but she's been giving us some great suggestions here. So
Probably gonna end up digging.
we're probably gonna take a couple of them probably for season 3. So yeah, we're jamming right along. But I don't know. Feeling good about it. What are we doing next week, Dave? What are we talking about next week?
Next week on the stream, well, before we get into that, we are officially on season break on the podcast. So anybody who listens
Oh,
to
yeah.
our podcast that's in the chat, we season 1 ended technically last week, but a couple days ago, Monday, we put out a recap episode going over all of our favorite moments, behind the scenes shit from season 1. So season 2 doesn't start until September 19th. And we do have a bonus episode coming out this month at some point.
Yes.
Which
We have a failed an episode from season 1 that we fucking botched tremendously, but I think it's still funny because we fucked it up so bad. So we're gonna put it out so you guys can laugh at us.
So anyway, Pizza season 2 premieres September 19th.
Yerp.
But so in the meantime, we will be streaming every week, and like I said, we're probably gonna start doing twice a week as soon as you guys help us get to fucking affiliate with. We need what, 10 or 11 more followers now, I think.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
at.
I think 10 or
So
11.
if you help us get to 50 followers, we can start doing twice a week for a while. So, but
Yeah.
in the meantime, next week we're going to be talking about Steven Spielberg movies.
Yes, the genre king himself, Steven Spielberg. So it's gonna be fun. I mean, there's a million fucking movies to talk about, good and bad, and we're gonna be talking about both,
100%.
the good and the bad. So we're really excited. Lots of great stuff to get into next week. So
I'm very excited.
yeah, so join us again next week. And again, yeah, tell your friends if they have a Twitch to come follow us. Or follow us on social media. We also do our like fucking stupid ass promos every week for this stuff. We have so much fun making content for you guys. So I just want to let you know how much we appreciate you all for being here every week. It's so much fucking fun.
It's the
yeah, and obviously, as we established earlier, I don't have any fucking friends, so
I don't have
need
time.
some.
So
Yeah, Dave doesn't have time for friends. He works 1,400 hours a week, and me, I'm just weird and uncomfortable in person. So let's just keep this online, dude.
100%. Also, we like I said earlier, if you're not following us on here, please definitely follow us and put on the notification bell in case we have to move a stream for some reason or another.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we're mostly here Wednesday nights. I mean, unless something comes up that one of us like legitimately cannot be around for, then we'll let you know. But we're almost here every Wednesday night, and then if we stream another time, in the week, it might, I don't know. That's kind of up to Dave and his 1,800-hour week schedule. So we'll figure it out.
I work so much.
So
Dave's gonna be in a wheelchair soon because of all the walking he does.
It's true.
He walks 45 miles a day.
Jay-Z gets it. Other than that, we have all of our social media accounts. If you're not following, definitely please do that. I like how I'm like, definitely, but also please do that.
I don't want to beg, but
we are
please.
across all platforms. It's at First Prize Pod. Facebook, which we don't give a shit about because we don't post on it.
No.
TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We are on all of those platforms. And also we put out well, again, we're in season break, but we put out fucking outtake videos every Saturday. So if you want to go back through and listen to 8 different outtakes videos,
I do like the last set of outtakes we did, because we didn't have like a ton of like fuck ups per se, but like we both had a couple of stories about each other's movies that didn't make the episode, like your uncle's Blair Wedgie project attempt. So funny, so funny. I hope to make my own home video parody movie one day too, with my nieces and nephew.
Oh yeah, totally. I would absolutely love to help you make that.
I'm gonna remake Predator, and I'm gonna be the Predator. Wait, that actually sounds terrible. They're gonna kill me at the end. They're gonna kill me at the end. They're gonna kill me at the end. It's
Okay,
fine.
sure.
Lots of blood. Okay, that got weird. Sorry. I
Damn it,
hope
Blake.
my future nieces and nephews aren't watching this in the future and being like, "Damn it, this guy sucks."
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks guys. We're fucking out of here. We got to
Yeah.
stop this.
Thank
Dave
you
has
guys so much.
2,300 more hours of work this week. He's got to get to it. Let the man sleep.
Jesus Christ. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. We will be on again next week, and we hope to see you there. Be on the lookout for our promo videos because those come out every Wednesday at around 1 p.m. ish Eastern time, and it lets you know what we're talking about if you forget. So
Pretty much whenever I wake up on Wednesdays.
yes. little fun fact before we go. We got like 30 seconds. I'm gonna prop this in real quick. I panic every Wednesday and I text Blake like, if you're not up in 10 minutes, I'm posting it.
I wake up to threats from Dave every Wednesday. Bro, where the fuck you at? I gotta post that promo, dog. And I'm like, it's like 10:15 in the morning. I'm like, just waking up, like, okay. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
See you guys next week. We
See
love
you.
you
Thank you. We
and
love you.
appreciate y'all.
Yes.